You begin as a trembling orb, drifting through pitch-black water far below the reach of sunlight, suspended in silence 4,000 meters deep. Your shell is thin and delicate, yet inside burns a relentless pulse of life. Everything around you is bizarre, hostile, alien. Giant isopods skitter across the silt. Lanternfish blink in and out like wandering sparks. One wrong current, one hungry mouth, and you will never hatch. Still, you do. You spill from your egg as a transparent ghost, smaller than a fingernail, little more than gelatin and instinct. You float helplessly at first, then something flutters. You spread two ear-shaped fins, and you ascend, wobbling clumsily like a child learning to walk. These fins will betray you later. They earn you a cute nickname, Dumbo, as if you are harmless. You are not. You are a Dumbo Octopus, hunter of the abyss, survivor of pressure so intense it should rip your cells apart. Everything about you must adapt or die. You are born into hunger. Bits of algae, plankton, worm fragments drift past your face like a slow snowfall of decay. You snap them up with your tiny beak. You don't chase prey. You ambush it. You float motionless in the dark, hug your webbed arms around your body, and wait. When something stirs below, worms, copepods, crustaceans, you drop like a parachute and envelop it. No struggle, no mercy, just a slow, crushing embrace. You swallow prey whole, no chewing necessary. Down here, wasting motion means death. As you grow, your body thickens into pale, gelatinous translucence. No bones, no shells, just soft tissue engineered by evolution to defy crushing pressure. Your 8 arms fuse into a billowing umbrella. You don't swim as others do. You hover, pulse, glide like a silk ghost. Every twitch is calculated. Predators are rare here, but deadly. Deep-sea sharks, colossal squid, fang-tooth fish. You carry no weapons but stealth and speed. One wrong pulse of your fins and your silhouette will give you away. Yet despite the dangers, your lineage has found a grotesque advantage. You are almost always pregnant. From the moment you mature, your body fills with growing eggs, hundreds at varying stages. While surface-dwelling octopuses mate once and die, you carry life constantly, rolling batches of fertilized eggs through your system every day of your long solitary adulthood. You lay them one at a time, placing each gelatinous capsule gently on stones, corals, hydrothermal chimneys. Each egg you lay is a gamble. You make hundreds because most will never hatch. Feeding becomes ritual. You drift just above the silt, arms outspread like a parachute. The slightest movement below triggers an instant descent. You pounce, webbing flattening over prey like a velvet trap. You eat polychaete worms, tiny fish, crustaceans. You never chew. You shiver with quiet predation. Lights flicker above, bioluminescent creatures fleeing unseen horrors. You do not flee, you vanish. By flushing water through your mantle, you become a blur, gone before teeth can snap. You do not know sunlight. You have never felt warmth. Your world is freezing and black, patrolled by monsters. Vampire squid drift like dead things. Blobfish sag in misery. Anglerfish flash lures brimming with bacteria. But you persist. Your gelatinous body makes you nearly invisible and too slippery to grab. Sometimes larger predators try. Sharks snap. Squid lunge. You twist, tuck your sensitive fins and blast backward with sudden jet propulsion, disappearing into the void. You feel their teeth miss by millimeters. You feel your heart thud so hard it shakes your mantle. Months pass, perhaps years. Time does not exist here. You travel using underworld currents that wind like rivers through the dark, carrying you across plains of dead whale bones, volcanic ridges and trenches so deep no human has seen them. You lay eggs everywhere you pass. You never raise your young. You do not even recognize them. They hatch alone, soft and helpless, and most are devoured before spreading their fins to pulse like you. You are older now. Your body can stretch over 1/2 meter from fin to fin, still boneless, still soft, still unbelievably alone. The pressure tries to crush you, but your organs are mostly water, making you nearly incompressible. You drift over carcasses, Whales that have fallen like gods, turning into oases of worms, snails, and hagfish. You feast just long enough before scavengers arrive. Then you slip away again, leaving nothing but slime in the water. You know hunger intimately, but you cannot gorge. Too much weight makes you slow. Too little makes you weak. You strike a delicate balance, always ready to run. Sometimes that isn't enough. A six-gill shark appears out of the dark, biting blindly. You dodge once, twice. On the third strike, teeth clip your umbrella webbing. Flesh tears. Pain flashes. You jolt into motion, blasting backward into cold nothing. You bleed, but down here wounds heal slowly. You spend days hiding beneath a rocky ridge, curled around your eggs, sipping passing plankton until your flesh knits. Mating comes unexpectedly. A male, smaller and more aggressive, approaches from behind. His hectocotylus arm shoots forward, plunging sperm packets into your mantle cavity before you can react. There is no courtship, only ambush. He then drifts away, leaving you full of foreign life once again. You store his sperm for months, fertilizing eggs gradually. Inside you, embryos grow in layered stages so you can keep laying eggs year-round. You are a production line of fragile futures. Pressure increases as you drift deeper into a trench. Even your soft body trembles. Down here, water can dissolve bones. You see corpses flatten like paper. You turn away. You cannot risk sinking too far. You must remain near the twilight of the abyss. Not too shallow where predators swarm, not too deep where chemicals melt flesh. You hover in your deadly Goldilocks zone, pulsing slowly, fins waving like silent flags in eternal black. You cannot produce ink. Other octopuses cloak themselves in black smoke to escape, but you are too deep for ink to matter. Instead, you vanish through movement so delicate it leaves no ripple. You have no chromatophores to change color dramatically. Instead, your skin shifts from ghostly white to reddish brown, blending into volcanic stone and rotting bone. Your blood contains copper-based hemocyanin, turning it blue and allowing you to carry oxygen even in near-zero conditions. You breathe where most life would suffocate. Some of your kind have been found 7,000 meters down, so deep that submarines struggle not to implode. Humans cannot believe you exist there, pulsing your ear-like fins gently, as if flying through air rather than crawling through crushing liquid stone. Your nervous system is simple but efficient. Each arm can taste and touch independently. You can make decisions without thinking. You are not clever. You are inevitable. On rare occasions, seismic quakes shake the seabed. Mud erupts. The world tilts. You are thrown sideways, battered by falling boulders. You cling with tiny suckers, folding your arms tight. Everything shifts for hours. When it ends, you pulse upward through clouds of choking silt. Many animals suffocate in the debris. You do not. You swim through chaos like a spirit, feeding on whatever creature couldn't flee. Some call you an opportunist. Down here, it is called survival. Unlike your shallow water cousins, you never know family. Your mother does not guard you. Your father never meets you. You are born alone and will die alone. You never stop producing eggs because your body never ages the way theirs does. Instead of one explosive reproductive event, you breed continuously across perhaps a decade of silent life. That makes you one of the longest-lived known octopuses, yet scientists have almost never observed you alive for longer than a few minutes. Most never know you exist until you are already dead in their nets. You have no real defense except disappearance. Your muscles are weak on purpose. Too much strength requires oxygen and food. Instead, you're engineered to float, to hover, to drift just enough to dodge. You can squeeze through tiny cracks in rock like dripping wax thanks to your boneless gel body. You stretch, you contort, you escape. But eventually, your body reaches its limit. Each egg laid drains you. Each wound heals slower. Your fins flutter less. After years of pulsing in and out of vents, trenches, plains of bone and worms, you weaken. Your umbrella webbing grows thin. Your heartbeat slows. One day, a current catches you off guard and drags you toward deeper black. You thrash weakly, but cannot pulse hard enough to escape. Pressure increases. Your gelatinous body trembles. Down here, the water can crush steel. Your skin stretches. Your eyes bulge. Still you descend, unable to fight the current. Your heartbeat becomes irregular. You try to jet upward, but it is too late. You sink into depths where oxygen cannot sustain you, and even your copper blood can no longer carry enough. Your mind flickers in and out. You hallucinate flickers of orange light, as if sunlight has finally pierced the black. But it is only your brain dying. Your body stops moving. You drift gently downward like a broken parachute. When you hit the silt, you are barely recognizable. A sagging umbrella of pale tissue, your fins folded tight, your eggs still inside you. Scavengers discover you within minutes. Isopods, hagfish, amphipods, gnawing, burrowing, swallowing you from below. Within hours, you are nothing but jelly remnants, disappearing into the mud. Far above, one of your countless eggs shivers, cracks, and releases a newborn Dumbo octopus into the freezing dark. It pulses its dainty fins for the first time, hungry, soft, and alone, destined to hover between life and crushing death, pregnant forever, until the abyss finally pulls it apart like it pulled you. Even in death, your story barely registers to the surface world. When human submersibles occasionally spot a Dumbo octopus, they marvel at your cartoonish ears, calling you cute, whimsical, harmless. They do not know each graceful flutter hides agony. They do.